Question 5. We often assume that we must observe and think to expand our knowledge and develop understanding. Now it is said that we must do the opposite. Not hear, not see, not think, but keep the mind in a state of stillness to achieve wisdom. It is difficult to understand. How can this be explained?
The mind, citta, remains an enigma, not yet fully understood. It is not merely the product of brain cell activity. Instead, brain cells act as intermediaries connecting the mind with the physical body. The mind exists as a distinct realm with its own unique field, separate from the physical. The universe, which often appears empty and void, is in fact filled with various types of fields. Just as water is necessary for waves to form, air is required for sound waves to propagate, or gravitational forces need a gravitational field to transmit gravitational waves and connect objects. Similarly, electromagnetic forces rely on an electromagnetic field to carry electromagnetic waves and light. In the same way, spiritual, mental, and conscious elements also necessitate their own field. This understanding explains why certain individuals possess intuitive abilities, allowing them to perceive distant events or influence physical objects remotely. The existence of a spiritual field sheds light on phenomena such as prophecy and prediction without direct interaction.
What is the mind? The mind has many characteristics, but its most fundamental attribute is knowing, the ability to perceive and comprehend. The mind's interaction lies in awareness and comprehension, enabling sentient beings to perceive one another and give meaning to the universe. Without the mind's awareness, the vast universe would be devoid of meaning, as there would be no consciousness to recognize its existence. This knowing element of the mind is inherent, much like the force of gravity is intrinsic to the physical world. The mind can be categorized into two distinct types: the minds with ego, associated with ordinary beings, and the non-self mind, associated with enlightened beings. The mind also manifests in two scenarios: the mind connected to the brain, when sentient beings possess a physical body, and the mind independent of the brain, when sentient beings no longer have a physical body.
The mind connected to the brain. In this state, the mind's knowing is largely limited by the brain's activity. It cannot freely roam within its spiritual field. Instead, it relies on sensory input, seeing, hearing, thinking, and reasoning to know. While this state of mind is responsible for the development of modern scientific and technological civilization, it is inherently limited. The knowing derived from thinking is restricted and lacks the intuitive capacity to understand many other dimensions, particularly those related to invisible realms, reincarnation, karma, and moral principles. Thus, this limitation has impeded humanity's moral progress. Such deficiency in morality poses catastrophic risks for humanity, especially as science and technology accelerate beyond control, with artificial intelligence, AI, being a prime example. Through the practice of meditation, the mind gradually achieves stillness, freeing itself from the incessant flow of thoughts. This does not dull or render the mind inert. On the contrary, it opens the mind to a new mode of knowing, one that is direct, unrestricted, and capable of exploring its own spiritual field freely. In this state, humanity has the potential to comprehend truth in its entirety, encompassing talent, morality, happiness, and enlightenment.